Well, welcome back to Worthington Model Railway. And after a significant wait, I believe it's probably 3, 4, maybe longer since I ordered these, the Hornby LNER Coronation coaches have arrived. Now, I hope they're going to be in good shape because 2 of them arrived wrapped in bubble wrap, very well packaged. 2 of them arrived loose in a box with no packaging. They came from 2 different places. I don't quite understand why, but that's obviously how Hornby shipped them. So we'll open the boxes up and hope that everything's in good shape. So here we have the 4 coaches. They're very nicely packaged. The boxes look good. Haven't opened them up yet. We have 40225, 226, and here we have 223, and I suppose 224. So there are 2 coaches in each one of these, and it tells you on here what we have. Open third kitchen, third articulated coach, because we don't yet have the observation car that supposedly is going to be here fairly soon, but we can take a look at these articulated coronation coaches. So I'm going to start off just by opening one box and going through, and then we'll look at each car individually. So we start with this one box. We'll have a look at this 438 minimum radius. I think it's actually a radius 2, but I'd be surprised if that's true. Has working lights, and this is the double open first C and D articulated coaches. The 2 blues. I can't remember exactly what the blues are, but I'm sure it's on here somewhere. Here's some information about them. I don't know if you can read that, but I'll stop for a second here. Okay. Of course, these were built for the coronation of George VI, I think. Yes, George VI. And they followed on from the original silver link coaches. So here we go. A nice foam box. These are well packaged. And some information here about the possible couplings we have. There's multiple different couplings. There's also there must be, there's some pipes in the accessory bag, some vacuum pipes. Looks like we can also utilize, this is saying on the observation car, a regular coupling. And then there's some information here about the articulated components. Looks like we have multiple ends. Yeah, I can see those in the box, so we'll pull those out and look at them in a second. So if I look in the box here, this is our first glimpse of these coaches. They do look to be very nicely done. Doesn't seem to be a tremendous amount of detail. I think there are some separately fitted parts on the handrails and what have you there, but we'll take a closer look at that in a minute when we take these out. So yeah, there's a box, a packet here. Looks to have some couplings in it, and these extra ends, which I believe are held on by magnets, but we'll look at that in a second when I open these up. So let me take these out and look at the individual coaches. So here we have coach C and coach D, and this is the articulated bogie. As you can see, it kind of moves quite nicely, and I think this is how they're going to join together. it looks like there's a peg here, and I take it underneath. Yes, there's a socket and peg there. Looks like there's information here on how to couple them. So let me see how that works. It looks like we just push them together here. Let me let's see what happens. Let me try to do that. Okay, there we go. Actually, it was, once I had them right, it was pretty easy, and you can see there how they articulate around that. So let me take a look at the individual coaches a little closer up. Let me pull them apart again. It's pretty easy. So here we can see the detail on here, and yes, it looks like they may have some separately fitted parts. No, I think these are molded, and there really is not a tremendous amount of detail here, apart from something again in the molding. The lettering is beautiful. The paints and the colors are beautiful. They also have the red inset on the wheels, which should be correct. The silver on here I think is really nice. The roof looks nice. Is the end. Now, I'm not quite sure how this works, but I think these ends come off, and so you can put an articulate. Oh yeah. So there's magnets here. And you can take this end off, and you can put the articulated component end in. Let's take one of them out of the bag. Kind of makes sense. We put that on. Now we'll have a similar articulated component as to this piece here on the end of this coach. So, okay, let's grab a couple of different coaches and have a look at those. So here we have the brake third and the kitchen third. This is the brake. And as you can see, it says guard on there, and this does look to have separately fitted handrails on the guards van. Also looks to have separately fitted handrails here on the top. Sorry, let me show you the guards van separately fitted handrails. That's quite nice. Again, similar, just molded detail along here. Roof detail, you can see. And again, you know, we have the end that just comes off with magnets, and we can put the different end on there. This one is the kitchen car. Don't really see very much there because it's blocked off, but you can see a little inside there. Obviously, kitchen car has more detail on the roof. And let's look on the other side. Again, looks nice. I'm sure they're going to look wonderful when I get them on the layout. There is a little bit of underside detail here. I suppose actually there's quite a lot of underside detail, but you can't really see it because of the side skirts here. But, so that's those two. So this set once again is a kitchen third, which is car F. I don't really think it'll be that different to the other kitchen third we just looked at, but there is a sort of full open third here. again, looks nice. I don't know how much we can see on the inside in here. Try to see if there's a way to see the detail inside. Obviously the seat's there. How much of that the camera can pick up, but there is some nice detailing on the inside. And this last set is another full open third and a brake third. And again, the brake third has the handrails both on the guard span and on the top. So there's not a tremendous amount of difference between these, but it's going to make up a nice rake. You'll notice each coach is lettered. There's an H, I think you can see there. So they go and get together in a rake, and this one has a G on it. So let me put these together and we'll just look at them all in their articulated mode. So here we can see them all together, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, H. So they're all set to go together, and I suppose the next thing I have to do is I have to determine what sort of couplings I want to use. Just one second and I'll show you what's in the bag for couplings. And I think on my layout I'll probably be okay to use something other than the tension lock couplings, apart from the two ends. But we'll have to check that out and see what's going to work. So the other thing I noticed in the accessories bag is it's got these little doors, which I'm sure is designed to go on the end, right on the end here, and block the door off on the two outermost facing ends. So it's also a nice little extra in the bag. So let's look at the couplings. So hopefully you can see in the bag they've got this close coupling like they provided with series of other coaches, but they also have a magnetic coupling. You see that? That seems pretty solid. So I think I might try using these magnetic couplings and see how they work. So in the interest of getting this video out and getting just a quick first look at these coaches, I'm going to make this the end of part 1, and part 2 will be me putting them on the layout and running them. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get them on the layout and running, so it could be a couple of days before I post that video. But I thought I'd just get this one out, and at least you can get a quick look at these beautiful Coronation coaches. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at these new Coronation coaches from Hornby. Excited to get these on the layout and see how they actually look running with a Garda Blue A4. As always, please ask you to subscribe if you haven't. There's a subscribe button to the top right, and there's another video to the top left.